Okay, as far as the theoretical discussion is concerned, we have discussed about the double pipe heat exchanger, what exactly the schematic is, what exactly the co-current and counter-current flow is. So we have discussed that co-current flow is nothing but the parallel flow. That is, hot fluid and cold fluid are in the same direction. And if we adjust the hot fluid and cold fluid in the opposite direction, then it is called as counter-current flow, right? So there are two cases. We will conduct different two experiments for co-current and counter-current. We have already discussed about these specifications. Now, for our experimental setup, these are the specifications like inner tube, outer tube, temperature controller, temperature indicators, length of the heat exchanger, etc. So, in different institutes, different practical setup, the technical specifications may be different one. Now, from this photograph, this is the actual photograph of this practical setup. You can understand this is the cold water inlet here. Then water tank is there. Then this is the digital temperature control system that is called as control panel. Then here these are two rotameters, that is one for cold fluid volumetric flow measurement and second one is for hot fluid volumetric flow arrangement. Then this is the hot water inlet which is shown in this diagram. Now I will show you the actual practical setup. So this is the actual practical setup. Now from this setup you can understand how exactly the connections are. Now I will show you the actual pipeline which is attached from the main pipeline. So this is the pipeline which is attached for the cold fluid inlet, that is cold water inlet, through this wall assembly. So we will open this wall for continuous water supply of this cold water, and this cold water pipeline is connected to this assembly. So here it is the arrangement where there is a wall arrangement. So these two walls are connected to this pipe for adjusting the co-current as well as the counter current flow. Now this setup is running for the counter current flow. So how we can understand this is the counter current flow? So now you can observe this pipeline. So this pipe is from this continuous water supply. So that is cold water inlet, right? Now this wall is closed. So this position is for closed wall. Now this wall is open. So from this pipeline, you can adjust the cold water to flow from this side, and then it comes from this side, right? So this is the actual double pipe heat exchanger, but it is insulated by a insulating material as well as from the aluminum chip. That is why we can't understand what exactly inside the pipeline. So for that purpose, I have already explained you how the schematic is there. Means in this aluminum sheets, there is an insulation layer, and under that insulation layer, there are two pipes, that is concentric pipes, that is having the same center. One pipe is inner pipe and second one is outer pipe. So this connection clearly shows you that this is the inner pipe. So that is for the hot fluid, and this connection what we have already observed from that wall, it is a outer pipe. So from the outer pipe we are going to flow this cold water, and from the inner pipe we are going to adjust this flow for the hot fluid. So hot fluid is going to flow from the inner pipe and cold water is flowing from the outer pipe. Now this arrangement is counter current. So this cold water is flowing from this end to that end. But we have adjusted the hot fluid adjustment hot flow rate is from this end, right? So here again it is a connection that is for hot fluid. So hot fluid is flowing from this end to this end, that is in the opposite direction of that cold water, right? So this is the assembly. From here, from the right hand side end, the cold water is flowing to the left hand side, and from the left hand side, the hot fluid is flowing from left to right. So these hot and cold water are opposite in direction, that is called as counter current flow arrangement. So these valves can be used to adjust this co-current as well as counter current flow arrangement, right? Now you can observe the RTDs are attached to the pipelines for measuring the temperatures at the inlet as well as at the outlet. Now at that end there is a hot water inlet and there is a RTD. Now here you can observe this is the hot water outlet. In a similar manner, this is the RTD arrangement for the cold water inlet, and at that end there is the RTD arrangement for the cold water outlet. So with the help of these RTDs attached to the inlet and outlet of the cold water inlet and outlet, as well as for the hot water inlet and outlet. So we can measure the temperatures with the help of these RTDs. Now there is another arrangement that is called as control panel or digital control panel. Now you can understand from this panel there is a digital temperature indicator which shows the actual temperature or corresponding temperature with the help of this knob. Then here it shows the different temperature, that is nothing but green color shows the set point, and this another red color shows the actual temperature of that location. Then here these two knobs are for adjusting the heater on and off. Then another, that is main supply indicator, and here pump knob is there. So to flow this hot water or cold water, we have to use this pump assembly, and for that purpose here this pump knob is there. So for heating of this water that is converted to hot water, we required heater, and for flowing a particular hot and cold water with the help of these pumps. So how to measure the volumetric flow rate? So these are the two rotameters. That is, one rotameter is for cold water and another is for hot water. Now we can understand from this float position that there is some reading near about 150 to 175 approximately. So here from this float position we can note down the flow rate of cold fluid and hot fluid. Now with the help of this bypass assembly and control valve, we can adjust the hot water inlet and outlet. And this is the tank from where we can get the hot water, because in this tank you can observe the heater adjustment, right? So here 1000 watt heater, 2000 watt heater adjusted in this tank. So whatever the temperature we require, with respect to that temperature, we can on one heater or two heater simultaneously. And the outlet hot water temperature or outlet hot water pipe connection is again connected to this tank to recycle that water. So this is the overall assembly of this double pipe heat exchanger. And before starting the actual experiment or the practical, we must know these type of connections. We must know this type of flow measuring devices, wall adjustments, and temperature adjustments, right? Now, you can note down the readings for this experiment, that is for counter current flow, right? So this is the adjusting knob, that is RTD 1. So for 1, it indicates 60.7. Then for 2, it indicates 52 degrees Celsius. Then for third RTD, it indicates 29.4 degrees Celsius. Then for fourth RTD, it is 29.4 again. For fifth RTD, it is 34.8 degrees Celsius. Then for 6, there is no provision. Then for 7, there is no provision. For 8, there is no provision. For 9, there is no provision. And for 0, again, there is no provision. So, how many temperature we required to calculate this overall heat transfer coefficient? So, the temperature inlet and outlet of cold water inlet and outlet. Then, similarly, for hot water, the inlet and outlet temperature. So, these minimum 4 temperatures we required for calculating the log mean temperature difference, and on the basis of this log mean temperature difference, we have to calculate the overall heat transfer coefficient, right? So we can decide, we can change this set point as well as we can change this volumetric flow rate, and on the basis of that, we can repeat this same process or experiment, and we can analyze or observe the changes in the overall heat transfer coefficient by changing this set point or the volumetric flow rate. Thank you.